Hey everybody, this is Buzz. I'm going to do this little tutorial on how to make a photo light tent out of half-inch CPVC. First I thought I'd tell you a little bit about what CPVC is. I'm not a plumber. This is a half-inch of regular PVC. You can see it's pretty good size. The way PVC works is this is required to fit what they call the IPS schedule standard, which is iron pipe standard. If Cody swings the camera at this black pipe, this is iron pipe. The outside diameter, actually the PVC is measured by the inside diameter. So the inside of this is a ½ inch, and it's basically the same thickness. The pipe wall is about the same thickness as this iron pipe. So that's what PVC is. This is a ½ inch T. This is not what we're using. We're using CPVC, which, as you can see, ½ inch is not ½ inch. Quite a lot smaller. This is what we're using for a couple of reasons. First of all, it's a little cheaper. The way plumbing works, CPVC is designed, I guess, it'll tolerate colder temperatures. And in residential applications for plumbing, CPVC is used, and this fits the standard of copper piping, copper tube piping, which Cody can show you right here. So this is a ½ inch pipe, which you'll see is the same diameter as what we're using. It is cheaper. This T was less than 30 cents. So our whole thing, CPVC is sold at in a pipe length of 10 foot. 10 feet is about $4. And out of 10 foot, we're going to make a complete light tent for use with what they call fat quarters or fabric quarters if you go to your fabric store. And trust me, I'm not a fabric store junkie, although I have been patronizing my local Joann's Fabrics quite a lot lately. But a fat quarter, fabric quarter, is typically measured at 18 inches by 22 inches. So this light tent is going to be really good for shooting smaller stuff. If you have some jewelry, die-cast cars, books, movies, we're going to get the way a light tent works. Remember, we're going to put this together upstairs and show you. But a light tent you're going to hang from the back post the way this design is, but it comes down and then it has to curl so that it also goes under the object you're shooting. So you're a little limited on the size of the object, but I think this will work great. 10 foot, a 10-foot pipe. We're going to have 0 left over. We're making this with 11-inch legs because that's going to work really good for the size fabric we're using. And the fat quarter is 18 inches wide, so we're going to cut them 19 inches wide for the front and back of the box, as well as the sides, because we're going to go a square, because then we have a sheet that's going to go over it that you use to diffuse the light that comes through it to hopefully not leave too many shadows on the object you're shooting. So I'll go ahead. We're going to. So this is the stuff we're using. Another great thing about CPVC as opposed to PVC, if your significant other gets really pissed off and decides to tear it apart and whip the hell out of you, CPVC doesn't hurt as much. PVC is very painful. CPVC, you can take a couple shots. It's kind of like a bamboo stick. It's kind of like a cane. When you go to Denmark and you steal a little lady's purse, they cane you, they whip your ass with it. CPVC, if you take some of these, get used to the pain before you go, and it'll all work out. So Cody's going to hold that while I measure. I'm not sure how loud it's going to be. And the reason I have a cameraman, we'll call him a cameraman, is pure for safety reasons. If I cut my finger off with the table saw I'm going to use, I don't want it to get all of the blood all over the camera. So if he sees me start cutting anything important, he's going to take the camera and go that way. So we're going to protect the camera. We'll be all right. So remember, we need 4 cuts at 19 inches, 4 at 11 inches, and I know I sucked at math, but that should add up to 120. So we'll measure it out. What I like to do is I like to cut one off and then measure again for each one instead of measuring it all out. because I really suck with power tools, so I may be off by 1/4 inch or something. And you know, if you measure it all out and you're off by 1/4 inch on the first one, you're off by, you know, probably 3/16 by the time you get to the other end. So we're going to start off with a 19 inch. Part of the reason that 19 inches works is that you could get a storage cart that Wanda's mom was Wanda was nice enough to pick me up, that won't hold 20 inches, because this was supposed to be 20 inches on the front and back and 18 on the sides, because I was going to be all tricky and get it all tricked out and pimped out or whatever the hell the teenagers say these days. But it wouldn't fit in the fucking box. I mean, it wouldn't fit in the box. Sorry. So we're going to go 19 inches everywhere, and with 11-inch legs. So that's 19. I think you know how a power saw works, so I'm just going to have him shut it off, so we don't have to, you know, get FCC approval for blood spurts and all that stuff. So he's just going to shut it off. I'm going to cut it all off. We'll go upstairs, and we'll do a second video to show the assembly. So thank you. Am I on that at all? I don't know what the hell you're looking at. Cody's having an ADD moment. He saw a chicken down here in the basement. So we'll see you back in a minute. Hopefully we're able to put this together upstairs. So thank you very much, and we'll be right back. Push the button again. Harder.